Hello guys, it's Dan from PlaySport. I hope you're all okay. Welcome back to our lockdown learning series. This week for ball skills, we're going to be focusing on catching and reaction. So as always, make sure you've got enough space to use in your garden or your living room or anywhere that you're going to complete this challenge. Make sure it's safe. Any questions that you've got relating to this week, make sure you ask us via email or in the comments box below. Things that you need for this week are going to be listed in the description below as well. So try your best, have lots of fun, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so this session is focused on catching and reaction. So this one is all about, you can go into, there's two parts of this challenge. We've either got you using a wall, so a ball and a wall. That will be our first part. Now, if you haven't got not a spare wall in your house, but if you haven't got a safe area to use a ball and a wall in your house or in your garden or down the park, then I'll show you how you can use a member of your household to be your partner. So in this example, obviously we have a wall to use and a ball, so Rob's going to show us how to play the game. Now we've got 4 objects on the floor. What we've done to help you is we've obviously given a different colour to each object, and what you can do at home is you also might have 4 different objects. You might have your shoes, your mum's shoes, or your carer's shoes, anyone's shoes in your house to use, but don't forget you can use whatever you want to as long as it's safe. So Rob's got a tennis ball. I would recommend you having something that's going to bounce off the wall, so it could even be a rolled up pair of socks if you haven't got a ball of any size. So is going to start by the green cone. Now, the challenge is, the first challenge number 1, is to try and see if Rob can go from green to yellow for 1 catch, then yellow to blue for his 2nd catch, then blue to then red for his 3rd catch. Okay, and that will be challenge number 1. So what Rob's going to do is, Rob's going to throw the ball against the wall, but he's then going to move to the yellow cone to catch from the yellow cone. So he's going to throw from the green cone and catch by the yellow cone. So don't forget, also, we're using 2 hands to catch and we can use 1 hand to throw. So let's see how Rob can get on. So Rob's going to throw, underarm, move, and then try and catch. So the reaction comes in because we have to react and move before we can catch the ball. So well done to Rob. That's 1 point for Rob. Let's see how many points Rob can get. Good, that's 2 points to Rob. So again, he moved his feet after throwing the ball. And what's important about your throw is to throw the ball in the direction where you're moving into. So if Rob, for example, threw the ball and it was coming back towards the blue cone and he moved to the red cone, he might not be able to catch. So Rob's got to bounce against the wall to bounce in the direction of the red cone. Oh, so Rob did not catch the ball, but that's okay, because don't forget, anyone, whether it's rugby players, goalkeepers, cricket players, they all drop the ball from time to time. So we've got to say to Rob, we have to remind Rob, we're using a bowl of cereal, whatever your bowl of cereal of choice is going to be, or we'll say to him, don't forget, this could be an egg and we don't want the egg to smash on the floor. So Rob, try again, but Rob, make sure when you're catching the ball, your 2 little fingers are touching each other and there's no gap in between your hands. Okay, let's see if Rob can do it again. Okay, brilliant from Rob. Okay, and that is challenge number 1. Okay, so challenge number 2. What we're going to say to Rob now is, as he throws against the wall, before he catches it, he must clap. So the reaction now is, he's after the throw and after the clap, he's then got to move. So you've now got to think of 2 or 3 different actions to do before moving to catch the ball. So Rob's going to start on the green cone. So just like before, you're now catching, well, you're still catching, sorry, with 2 hands. But now Rob's going to throw against the wall, clap, move, and then go to the yellow cone. Yes, brilliant from Rob. Brilliant. Now, if this challenge is too hard for you, it's okay, because one thing that we can do is let the ball bounce from the wall before clapping and catching. So Rob, go back again. So if Rob's found it, I mean, Rob hasn't, he's brilliant, but if we do find it hard, it's okay to make it easier to complete the challenge. So Rob, now, can you throw against the wall, let the ball bounce, then clap, and then catch? There we go. So that's an easier way of doing it. So we're going to let the ball bounce first and then we can catch. But don't forget, as we're moving like a crab. So I'm also going to say to you is try not to come in front of your object, because what we need to do is have, if you're using a wall, is having enough power to hit the wall, to come back and to catch it. Okay, so also going to say within this challenge is, again, if that's too easy, we can make it harder, and now we can say is you can throw with one hand and catch with one hand. But because we're using one hand, we're not going to have a clap in between. So Rob's now going to go from maybe yellow to blue or to red. It's up to him. Oh, so close, butterfingers, but he done it, okay? Because that was because Rob didn't give up on the first attempt. So well done to Rob there. And Rob used his right hand to throw and his left hand to catch. So well done to Rob. Let's see if Rob can do one thing. But I'm now going to challenge Rob and say to Rob, Rob, can you now go from blue to green? So now Rob's going to be bypassing the yellow one, which now means more of a powerful throw and a longer distance for him to travel from the blue cone to the green cone. Let's see if Rob can do it. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it, but a nice try with Rob. And again, we don't always drop the ball, but we sometimes drop the ball. But let's see now if Rob can learn from his mistake and go again. Brilliant from Rob. Excellent from Rob. Okay, so that is challenge number 2. And our final challenge, challenge number 3. So another way of challenging ourselves is to now try and catch the ball from different heights. So possibly, if you like cricket and you're a fielder, sometimes you might catch the ball when it's low, other times you might catch the ball when it's high. And likewise, if you're a goalkeeper, sometimes you might save it being low or save it being high, or saving it just by our hip height. So this time with Rob, I'm going to say challenge yourself. Don't forget to make things harder for yourself is a way of challenging yourself, which then means that you've got some really good outcomes of your learning. So I'm going to say to Rob, can you start by green? But don't forget, things that you're using, this might be your shoe, for example, and you might be going to daddy's shoe or your sister's shoe. So I'm going to say to Rob now, Rob, can you throw the ball, but the ball now has got to be high. Okay, so Rob's going to throw the ball high and then either catch it high or the ball might coming from high to low. But so, don't forget as well, Rob must try and catch the ball behind the line, but his first throw is going to be a high throw. Let's see if Rob can do it. So that went from medium to low, okay, which is really, really good for Rob. Now, let's see if Rob now can maybe aim it to up here on the wall, so it's going to go high and then drop down low. So now Rob's got to have power. He's a little bit nervous. Oh, what a catch. Look at that. Now, that catch went from high to high. So I love the fact that Rob there challenged himself. But I'm going to be nice to Rob and say, Rob, go from high to low. And I'll show Rob. So we're going to go from high to low. And I'm going to try my best to make sure the ball lands really in this direction here by the cone. So it's going high to low. Okay, so as you can see, as I've caught the ball with a lower, my knees were bent and my body was more to the floor to catch the ball. So that is challenge number 3. Give it a go. Okay, so if you haven't got access to a wall and a safe area at home or in the garden or maybe even down the park, this is another way in which we can try and complete the challenges. Try and find someone in your household that's got a bit of free time to help you. Okay, so I'm going to help Rob and it'll be the same challenge, but now we're working together because I'm going to be the server and Rob is going to be the catcher. So let's now go back onto our last challenge, which was the high and low challenge. Rob might start by the red cone. The slight change now will be is I'm going to tell Rob which cone to go to. So the partner in which you have, they might say to go from your shoe to your sister's shoe, for example. But in this example, I'm going to say to go from the red to the yellow. But I'm not going to tell Rob if I'm going to go for a high throw or a low throw. So I'm in the middle. Rob, go from red to yellow. And that's the high throw. But now Rob will throw the ball back to me. Now go from yellow to blue. Oh, what a catch. And now Rob, can you go from blue to green? Okay, so now my job as the partner, can I have the ball please, Rob? My job as the partner is to challenge him, and then we can work also with you and someone from your household. Give it a go. Thank you for watching. We hope you found that really enjoyable. Now we want to see how you guys got on in the park, at home, anywhere. So make sure that you get someone in your household, really important, to video you doing the challenges and either upload them to our Facebook page, or you can tag us on Instagram, or just send it to us maybe through an email, and then we can upload it to our YouTube channel, or maybe even our Facebook, to demonstrate your really good skills. We'll see you next time. All the information is in the comments box below. Don't forget to subscribe.